My name is Kim Pearson, and I'm the Executive Director and Co-Founder of Trans Youth Family Allies, also known as TYFA. We are a national nonprofit that does education and advocacy for gender nonconforming and transgender children and their families. A lot of people think when I say that I'm talking about high schoolers, and most of the time I'm talking about elementary school age children. So we go all over the country into elementary schools primarily, and we facilitate transition for children who are identified at birth as male and assert themselves as female, or identified as female at birth and assert themselves as male. And we help facilitate that transition in their schools and their communities. And we've been very, very successful in all areas of the United States in doing that. The way that a family realizes that they may have a child and need the services of an organization like TYFA is that they generally have been sort of struggling for 3 to 5 years with extreme gender nonconforming behavior, not just a biological girl who says, I like boy things, or a biological boy who says, I like girl things, but rather they say, I am a boy or I am a girl. And they have a lot of distress associated with people not recognizing them as the boy and the girl that they assert themselves to be. And so for 3 to 5 years they've been struggling and maybe consulted multiple experts, psychological, medical, on and on and on, their clergy, people like that, and really aren't getting very good answers that are very helpful or supportive to them and their child. And not only is their child not sort of getting better, but maybe getting worse and feeling a great deal of distress. And that's usually when they contact us for help. Typically go into schools not so much to educate children, but to educate adults. Most of the time, adults sort of figure that little kids don't understand and don't know who they are. And sexuality and gender identity are conflated. And so people think that, when you're a teenager, you would understand your sexual orientation. But this isn't about sexual orientation. This is about your identity. I knew when I was 3 or 4 years old that I was a girl. And the children that we work with know that they're boys or girls, regardless of what their anatomy might suggest to people. And so we're typically going in to educate the adults so that they can be empathetic and be supportive. And once we create an environment of empowerment for the adults, everything sort of falls into place.